Covering news where you live. This is 5 News.
Well, hey, can you believe that Thanksgiving is just 3 days away and that travel rush is certainly on? Over the weekend, the number of scheduled flights was actually up 13%, according to the FAA, in what could be the busiest holiday travel period in nearly 20 years. For travelers not willing to pay for pricey flights, gas prices nationwide are down from last year, averaging $3.31 a gallon.
For these big holidays, taking the automobile is the #1 mode of transportation. It's also the most economical for families.
Well, the busiest day to fly is going to be Wednesday. And for you drivers out there, if you hit the road on Wednesday, experts say leave by 11 a.m. to avoid what will be bumper to bumper traffic in some places. Well, Arkansas shoppers should be able to find some lower prices on popular Thanksgiving items this year. Recent surveys from the USDA and Farm Bureau show over a 4% decline in the cost of a Thanksgiving meal from last year to this year. The president of the Arkansas Grocers and Retail Merchants Association says turkeys are also cheaper. The national average price is down 10% or more this fall. And a reminder, as you get ready for your big Thanksgiving meal, make sure to put your turkey in the fridge to thaw as soon as today. According to Butterball, a 4 to 12-pound turkey can take as little as 6 hours to thaw in cold water. But if you have a lot of guests coming over, it could take 5 to 6 days to thaw a 20 to 24-pound turkey. That's some good advice there. All right, before we get to more news, let's get a check of that weather with meteorologist Zach Scott. And Zach, started off the day a bit rainy.
5 to 6 days. That's a long time. I would be one of those that's messed that up before. All right, temperatures outside today starting out in the mid to upper 40s, some low 50s. Scattered showers have been working through since really late yesterday afternoon, evening, overnight. We've had some rounds of heavier rain as we've gotten to the early morning hours. Scattered shower chances will linger throughout the entire day. Big, large storm system moving very, very slowly across the central U.S. It'll pick up some pace later today into the overnight hours, which will start to wrap up our rain chances. But again, a good scattered shower downpour chance will linger through your afternoon and into the evening. Can't rule out a strong storm or two. We're talking the potential of a pocket of some hail, maybe the size of quarters. That would be the main threat, and then some gusty winds. Not a big severe threat, but there is some energy there with this storm system. We taper off those rain chances overnight. A sprinkle lingers as we get into Tuesday morning. We'll have clouds Tuesday. It'll be chilly Tuesday with that north wind, and then we'll start to get some sunshine to come back Wednesday, Thursday for you. Clouds today, again, good shot of off and on scattered showers. Highs in the 50s. Joe?
All right, thanks for that, Zach. Well, an update now on the hearing of convicted killer Zachary Hawley as he attempts to overturn his death sentence. Testimony drew to a close in the case on Friday. Hawley was convicted more than a decade ago in the 2012 murder and rape of 6-year-old Jersey Bridgman. Hawley's lawyers were appealing the conviction and asking it to be overturned. The Benton County prosecuting attorney Joshua Robinson Jr. says the court will hear closing arguments on April 26. The court may release its ruling on the same day, but there is a possibility that it could be released after that date. And the Hot Spring County Sheriff is facing more charges, according to an indictment filed in Arkansas federal court. Part of the new indictment accuses Scott Finkbeiner of trying to get the FBI not to investigate the home of an alleged drug dealer. It also alleges Finkbeiner admitted to federal agents that he received and used drugs from the home. Investigators say some of the conversations inside of that home were also recorded. Finkbeiner is currently out of jail on bond and had released a statement previously saying he denies the original charge against him of obstructing justice. His next hearing is scheduled for December 5th. And an annual tradition on the UA Fort Smith campus returns this fall. Now, for years, fans at one men's basketball game got to throw stuffed animals out on the court during the game. As 5 News anchor Darren Bobb tells us, it went away 4 years ago, but tomorrow night it is coming back.
It's a scene you won't find at your ordinary college basketball game, but this is no ordinary game. At this game, there is no admission charge. Fans only have to bring stuffed toys to get in. After the first points are scored, they can throw those toys onto the floor. Head coach Zane Gibson says it's all an effort to help kids in the River Valley.
The toy toss is designed to help give Christmases to young boys and girls in the River Valley.
All those toys that are collected that night will be donated to Ronald McDonald House, Boys and Girls Club, and the Salvation Army Fort Smith.
Reagan Hepner with the United Way of Fort Smith area says they are thrilled to be able to once again work with UA Fort Smith.
They have an incredible staff over there that are so passionate about community service. And this event, is their baby.
As for the event itself, Coach Gibson says once he was named the head coach last year, bringing the event back was at the top of his to-do list, right behind recruiting.
Obviously, logistically, didn't know if we would be able to get it going in year one. But thankfully, I've had a lot of support throughout the administration, both on the athletic side and across the street at the academic side. And it's allowed us to put it all together in year one.
He says his players are getting pumped up for this game because the crowd is so fired up.
It's something that people in this community take pride on. And if they can only make it to one game during the whole season, they make it a point to be here for the toy toss game. So I think our guys will get more excited the closer we get.
It's just a blast. The energy that is in the room is just unmatched. And at UFS, the basketball team is so passionate about this. The student activities office, they're just so excited to invite community members and students alike to participate in an event together, to kind of have just a moment of unity, giving kids free toys.
In Fort Smith, covering news where you live, I'm Darren Bobb, 5 News.
Well, again, there is no admission charge. All you have to do is bring a stuffed toy. The women's game starts 5:30 tomorrow night, followed by the men's game at 7:30 at the Stubblefield Center. Well, thank you for joining us here for the latest news and weather where you live. I'm Joe Ellison. Make sure to catch up with us again tomorrow right here for more.